Awesome. Very good. Welcome. My name is Chris Borden. I'm here with Brittany from Fresh and Fit Nutrition. Looks like we're live in the group. And Desiree here to talk about scaling your virtual health coaching practice. Desiree is an awesome resource in addition to a natural health practitioner, natural health doctor. So looking forward to learning more. I'm in a public space, so I'll go mute in a second.
Okay, I'll take over. I'll share my screen today. I have a slide presentation and let's go. All right. Okay. Can everyone see my first slide? Thumbs up? Okay, amazing. So hi everyone today. Hi everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. I actually can't see who's on live, so if you do have any questions, Chris and Brittany are going to be sort of monitoring the questions, and you're welcome to ask me anything at the end of the talk. I'm going to answer any questions that you have. So today we're going to cover how to scale and leverage your natural health practice without adding more hours to your schedule, because as a health practitioner, I'm sure this is what you're looking for. Okay, so I do want you guys to stay until the end. I have a beautiful gift that I've put together for you. It's actually a workbook, so you can actually get stuff done. It's a fillable PDF. It's also going to give you an amazing resource for a foundation, so you can start really mapping out what your health practice is going to look like. Whether you have one or not, it's going to be useful for you. It's called the 5 Pillars to a Successful Health Practice. Through this resource, you're going to gain insight, awareness, and an understanding of where you may be stuck right now in your business, in your life, and it's going to show you how to move forward in a positive direction without wasting any more time or money. So how do you know if you're in the right place? So this presentation today is for those who realize the importance of establishing themselves online, but don't know where to start. It can be overwhelming. It can be confusing. There are so many moving parts in getting your health business online. So it's really sometimes, you know, the comment that I get from health practitioners is, I have no idea where to start. It's also for 3 different types of health practitioners. So whether you're a newbie, you're fresh out of nutrition college or holistic health college or naturopathic college or similar, and in that case, you might not know where to start or how to even begin creating a successful business. It's also for those who have been in practice for 1 to 3 years and, you know, they're starting to understand the frustrations of case report writing for hours and hours on end in the evenings. They're starting to understand how frustrating it can be to sort out the tech and the strategy for your health business, and they just need some help. And it's also for those in practice who are seasoned practitioners who have perhaps been practicing for 10, 20 years, who are sort of stuck in the model of one-to-one consulting because that's the way it's been going for so many years. But they finally see their peers out there, they're looking on the internet and they see that so many people are getting online and they're like, hey, I want to do that same thing. That person's earning a lot of money. That person's helping more people. I want to get myself online because we are in the year 2022. And the truth is, if you're not online these days, you're kind of going to flounder because everyone else is online. And it's just important to have an online presence. So even if you do have a one-to-one practice in a clinic, you really need to have that online presence, at least to sort of advertise yourself and show the world what it is that you do so they know when they find you what you specialize in, okay? So it's really for health practitioners to help them at every stage of being a health practitioner. So Gabby is not here with me today. I'm Desiree. I'm just taking the lead during these presentations. And both of us wear a few hats. So I'm a mom of 2. I have a boy and a girl, and Gabby's also a mom of 2. Together, we have 30 years of combined naturopathic clinical experience. And we also help health professionals set up their impactful and meaningful online businesses in the health sphere. When we first started, we did not know what the hell we were doing. We didn't know the strategy. We didn't know how to get things going sustainably. We had too many software parts when it came to the tech that were disconnected, not communicating with one another, causing us so many technical problems, causing our websites to get hacked, not knowing how to put together our landing pages or our long form sales pages. I mean, oh my God, this can be super overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have some kind of support or help. We also are health practitioners, as I said. So we decided to specialize and niche down helping people with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And we have a successful group of over 20,000 members, all concentrated of people suffering with IBS. So they're all in the same space, which is really important. And I'll tell you why. And that group is just growing and growing every single day. The community members, it's so nice to have a cohesive community where people help each other, just like this group, the Health and Wellness Group. And we decided to really serve our IBS patients, clients, by building out an 8-week modulated program called Your IBS Solution to help them through the digestive worry. In this, we realized that we were able to create this successful model after going through the hardships and finally figuring it out and putting the systems in place to get our program up and running. And so we decided that we really want to make a greater impact. We want to help more health practitioners reach out there and get in touch with more clients and help more people with their health. Because as I said last time in my first little interview here, people need us, guys. Health practitioners are really in need. People are suffering. I said people are suffering from physical ailments, mental, emotional problems, and we go beyond the scope of conventional medicine. We're able to do so much more. We're able to help with nutrition, supplements, diet, exercise, lifestyle, mindset, mental, emotional, spiritual health. We can do it all. We have an amazing tool belt. The thing is, we need to get ourselves out there, right? So what we did along the way is we founded the Bridging the Gap Tech Platform Academy and Done For You Health courses. And I'll talk to you a little bit about that, but I want to give you a lot of value during this presentation first. So I want you to leave this presentation really understanding what it is that you need in order to establish, to start running your online health practice. Okay. So what we're going to cover today is I'm going to share with you and show you how, the right strategy, the framework, what you need to have in place to show you that it really is possible to build and run the health practice of your dreams online. It does take a little bit of grit. It takes some hard work. It takes determination. It takes not giving up. It takes perseverance, but once you have this established, oh boy, you are just hitting the jackpot, because it's almost like you do the work once and then you continue to benefit and benefit and benefit because you're just marketing and driving people towards your online signature program. And in that, you're helping so many people. You're helping yourself also. You're growing your bank account. You're also impacting more lives. You're creating more time freedom in your schedule. And you're creating this amazing time freedom to really be able to serve your clients in the best way possible, because you're not frantically running around trying to figure out the tech and how to put together a sales page, but you've done that already. That's working. That's working well for you. Now it's time for you to really nourish and serve and build those relationships with your clients. And it's the best feeling ever to be able to have that headache go away and really be able to be present with your clients and help them. So that's what we're going to cover. So if you're anything like we were in the past, you might be stuck in this vicious cycle. So we've spoken with many health practitioners. We've helped many along the way. And with health practitioners over the years, the problem is that they have been taught a certain model of operation. So they're taught a one-to-one consultation model where they're sitting in an office across from the client many hours a week. It gets pretty exhausting, and they're almost trading dollars for hours. So they're not able to do much more, because in an 8-hour shift, you're only able to do so much with your clients. And so you see a client, you get feedback, you feedback your advice to them, you write out their program, you order any lab tests, you order supplements, you put it together in a report for them. This takes a lot of time sometimes, being able to research, especially if you're working individually one-to-one. You really want to treat your clients on an individual basis and give them what they need and customize your program. And so what ends up happening is that sometimes this model proves unsustainable, and you're still finding yourself chasing your tail, running after the finances, despite how hard you are working. And then you often have to get this second job in a totally unrelated field, and it's actually devastating. And then you become exhausted, and then you might become resentful as well. And you have this resentment even towards your profession that you used to love so much and used to be so passionate about, but now it's just draining you because of everything that's involved, okay? And then you find yourself needing to give talks at health food stores and go to these BNI, business networking meetings, just to try to get more clients. And it just becomes like this vicious cycle, as you see in the chart over here. So we find that the real problem with our clients is that they are 100% capable, well-trained in the field of health and wellness, nutrition, anatomy and physiology, deontology. They know their contraindications of their supplements and medications, but they really don't have a system to be able to put this in place. And this happened to me, I mentioned last time, after I graduated from naturopathic college, I had zero idea of what to do with this. And I ended up shooting in the dark and doing so many different things that really didn't lead anywhere. So you're 100% capable as a health practitioner. You just need to be shown the roadmap and the strategy and a plan to get you to be able to scale, to build first of all, and then scale, and then leverage your natural health practice without adding any more hours to your schedule. So you'll be able to save those beautiful, precious hours. And so once you do have this step-by-step roadmap and framework in place, the sky is really the limit, and you're going to be able to do anything you want to do. So the whole point is that you are able to grow, expand, and have a greater impact. So we're going to introduce you to some key critical ways that will help you to scale and leverage your natural health practice without adding more hours to your schedule, without having any more frustration. So let me just get into my notes here. Okay. So first of all, I just want to ask you if this sounds like you. So many health practitioners that we have worked with over the years have mindset blocks. And I feel like this is one of the most important things that must be addressed before you can do any of this. They have fears. Often they lack the self-confidence that is really needed to get out there, put themselves out there, because as a health practitioner online, you need to show up all the time. You know, Chris and Brittany are perfect examples of this. They are always showing up in the group. They don't care what their hair looks like. They're just getting on camera and teaching because they're providing so much more value. And when you're out there providing so much more value to people, the self-consciousness kind of goes away. You don't really care about yourself anymore. You know that you're there for a bigger purpose and to really help people. So some of these insecurities will show up in different ways. We've had health practitioners who will tell us they feel like a fraud or they have imposter syndrome. And I had this too. So like I used to think I couldn't show up on camera because my diet wasn't perfect. And here I was being a health practitioner. Maybe my skin didn't look as perfect as it should be. Maybe I was going to stumble on my words and sound stupid and sound unscientific enough for my clients. I always had this thing of, being afraid of being judged, maybe not being articulate. So any of these things could come up, and these things are going to stop you from being able to show up and actually help people, because those people need your help, and build your practice online, because it does require you to show up. Some will feel insecure about what they have to offer as a health practitioner, often thinking that they have to learn more, take more courses, get more credits. Oh, I can't do it until I learn this course. I can't do it until I fly to so-and-so state to take this course. And they're always constantly accumulating knowledge. But the thing is, nothing's ever going to be perfect. You're not going to know everything until you're able to actually show up and face the audience, because chances are, if you're a health practitioner, if you're just one step above your client, you're doing amazing. So if you just know a little bit more, you're able to impart such valuable knowledge to your clients. Some will compare themselves to their peers. They look online. I used to do this too. Oh my God, she's doing so well, and she has this successful practice. But remember, what happens on social media isn't always so accurate. And that also leads me to the idea that you can have a huge group on Facebook. By the way, you can have a huge community on Facebook and not generate any sales if you don't know what you're doing, and if you don't have the proper sales strategy. We're going to talk about that. So there's the comparing themselves. And I want to bring these up because these are mindset blocks that I want you to bring awareness to them, to recognize that they're happening, and to be able to overcome them so that you can break through those mindset blocks and put yourself out there to grow and to scale and to show up and everything. A lot of practitioners also will spend tons of time working like little racehorses, building their website, making it perfect. Tweaking their Canva graphics. I mean, we can get caught up in so many small things and then not really generating any paid clients, like not doing the proper thing, which is bringing clients into their business, instead of tweaking the website 100,000 times and thinking that that's going to make a difference, because it really doesn't. Okay, so if you can relate to any of this, any of these false beliefs, it's time to stop and get over it. Okay, so hang on. Yes, here I am. Okay, so if you want to scale and leverage and grow and make a greater impact, the number one thing you need to do is get clear about the foundations that are going to uphold your business. What do I mean by that? I mean, there are certain things that you're going to have to establish as a foundation, meaning that you can't put out a lead magnet or an opt-in form, and you can't create a webinar until you know who your ideal client is. So this is what I mean. You need to gain clarity, get clear on the foundations of your business. So get clear on who your ideal client is. This is your ideal client avatar. You might have heard of this in the past. I know that when I went to naturopathic school, they didn't tell me I had to specialize in an ideal client avatar. And so when I left, I thought I could help everyone. And I was saying that last time, like I made some business cards, and on the back, I literally wrote so many different health conditions of who I could help. But when you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. So you aren't really going to get very far if you're trying to help everyone. And I had this resistance, I didn't want to do it at first. And then I realized, okay, I had to specialize, and there's great reasons for specializing. So you really need to get clear on your ideal client avatar, who it is, what they like to do for fun. You need to build up a profile of not only their demographics, where they live, their age, their socioeconomic, interests and stuff, but you also need to get their psychographics, how they think, what they get down on. So I'm going to use the example here of IBS because I do specialize in helping people with digestive issues, and those examples come so easily to me. So I know my ideal client inside and out. I know that if they're suffering from IBS, they're for sure having some anxiety. They're for sure having some mental, emotional distress. 100%. They are for sure having some food intolerances, discomfort when they eat. They might be hiding behind their pants and, unbuttoning a button. They probably are self-conscious about their belly area. They're probably not wearing tight clothes. They might even be hiding at home and not going out, avoiding social interactions. They're probably suffering from alternating bowel movements, having diarrhea one day, constipation the next day. They're probably sitting on their toilet before work for 3 hours, suffering. They're probably going to work feeling embarrassed and having to run to the bathroom 100 times and trying to hide it. So do you understand how you have to know your ideal client so deeply? Because when you can communicate with your ideal client, they are going to feel really understood. So you got to get clear on that, who it is that you help, what do you help them with? What is the problem that they're suffering from that they want solved right now, that they can't handle anymore? They're suffering so bad, they want it solved now. What is the solution that you can offer in your expertise, in your authority, in your professionalism? What is the solution that you can offer to them that's going to actually get them better, right? You want to have your clients getting results. You don't want them just doing a program, not getting results. And how can you communicate to them that you have a solution to their problem? Different, really interesting ways. You can use storytelling. You can use all kinds of interesting ways to get to your client. How can you help to get them to a place of resolution? And by the way, we teach you all of this within the BTG Academy. We teach you like step by step by step. We don't leave one stone unturned. We want to make sure that you build things out properly from the start, because if you don't, you're going to get screwed up and you're going to flounder. You won't be able to do anything to move past until you get these foundations in place. It's just a fact. And I'm saying this with such confidence because I've made the mistakes of not doing it, and I know what it is to not do it, and it's really terrible. It's a waste of time. And then I know what it is to do it and get things right. So please take my advice. Don't be like I was, so very stubborn and not taking advice. Okay. So the next thing is, if you want to scale and leverage and grow and make a greater impact in your business, you need to develop your system or methodology to transform lives. What I mean by this is your online signature program. So chances are you might even have a skeleton of one today. You might find yourself continually attracting the same clients, maybe helping them with the same sort of program, like you're dealing with mindset a little bit, you're helping them with stress reduction, you're putting together some meal plans for them, you are putting together a little supplement protocol for them. Like you are kind of following steps, even though you are customizing and individualizing in a one-to-one setting, but you kind of have a little bit of framework happening. So the goal is to really take this framework and put it into a tech platform, literally, and first of all, develop the steps, write out your course content in a way that's really going to be actionable. The clients can take action, get results. What you don't want to do is dump everything that you know into this online program. So I was so excited after naturopathic college. I was so excited, and I put together this IBS program where I literally I wanted to help so badly. And this is how we are as natural health practitioners. We want to help so badly. We want to let them know everything that they can do. That's not the way to run an online course. That's not the way to write an online course. It really needs to be pared down into exactly what it is that's going to make them take action, get results, take action, get results. So you're not letting them know everything about what you learned in health college. Okay. And so this requires a real strategy to be able to do this. Okay. And this is going to be the centerpiece of your business. This is going to be where you're continually directing your patients into your online signature program. And, you know, if you have the hesitation, you're saying, Desiree, well, I'm objecting to this because I want to be able to face my clients one-to-one and to really give that customized support. I understand. I really do understand. And we teach you in the Academy how to add that element of customization into your online group program. So you're never giving up that element. But in the meantime, within a one-to-one setting, your client, you're doing a disservice to your client because they don't really get everything that they need. You want to tell them about staying hydrated, removing gluten from their diet, the impact of refined sugar on their diet. You want to tell them how stretching can, you know, really help to start their day, and doing a few minutes of meditation and deep breathing. You want to tell them all of this. These are kind of the health foundations, but you just don't have the time because they are paying you, you know, sometimes $250, $300 for your hours of work. And you can't be covering those general things. So that's why having an online signature program is so beautiful, because they can go through all of those foundational pieces of knowledge. But in the meantime, you can interject. You can offer a 1 hour initial consultation. You can offer a middle consultation in the middle of when they're going through their program. So you can check in with them, make sure how you're doing. Let's see what's not working. Let's see what's working. Then you can offer one at the end and say, let's wrap up. Let's see where you've gone here. What's gone wrong? What's gone right? Let's see where we can move forward in the future. Okay. So this is a real centerpiece for your business. And it really is your ticket to freedom, having an online signature program. Now, you might have heard of a sales funnel. So if you want to scale, leverage, and grow and make a greater impact, you need to have a sales funnel in place. In fact, in our business, we have many sales funnels in place. In fact, I just built out a sales funnel this afternoon very easily, because if you have the right tools, if you have everything built out, you're just duplicating, modifying. It's so amazing. It really is so much fun, actually, once you get into it. So a sales funnel is a process, like a sequence of steps, and a process by which your ideal client goes through in order to finally arrive at enrolling in your program. Okay, so this is how you funnel your ideal client into your world. And there are different steps within a funnel. The starting point is where you create a structured piece of content. You might have already signed up for one in the past yourself. If you've ever entered your name and email address into a landing page, you've been brought into a sales funnel. So here's where you capture your ideal client's name and email address, and you give them this actionable piece of content right away. This could be a video, it could be a 3-part video series, it could be a PDF download, it could be a recipe book, it could be even a little consultation. It could be anything. Ideally, you want to automate this process. And so this is really where you need to build out your steps, okay? So in order to do this, you require a landing page. You require technology. A landing page, this is your opt-in page with a little opt-in section. You need a thank you page. Then you need a sequence of automated autoresponder emails that get triggered right away as soon as they sign up. Hey, Kathy, thanks for signing up for your 5 ways to beat the bloating guide. And then you want to communicate with that client in a series of automated emails that go out where you don't have to be there. You just set them up one time. And then you're nourishing that relationship. You're getting to know Kathy. Kathy's replying back. You're giving Kathy more and more wonderful information. You're helping her. That is going to turn a cold lead into a warm lead. Kathy's going to understand that you are someone that, hey, this girl has the knowledge to be able to help me. She knows her stuff. You know, next time I'm on the toilet suffering from that digestive issue, I know that I'm going to reach out to this person because they know what I'm talking about, because they've gotten to know you and build a relationship through that sales funnel in place. Okay, so this requires the tech, of course. And this is a good one. And Brittany knows all about this one. You want to master the art of the sales and discovery call. So this is so important in your business. You want to be able to get on the phone and speak with people. So you can do a webinar, for example, and send them to a landing page, like a sales page where they can buy your program. But this is kind of like a cold interaction. What you really want to do is get them onto the phone by way of a discovery call or whatever, a 15-minute breakthrough call, whatever you want to call it, where they can actually get on the phone with you and tell and speak to you about, like, this has been going wrong with me. This is where I'm suffering. It's impacting my life in this way. I'm not able to do these things I used to do anymore. And I don't know what to do anymore. I'm stuck. Okay, well, as a practitioner and authority figure, you're going to be there speaking to this person and saying, hey, you know, Kathy, I've got this amazing solution for you. Like, I know what you need. I see where you're struggling. And I've got this online program that I can offer you, and we can work it out in this way. And this is the cost of the program, and this is what's included. So this is the sales and discovery call. How much more valuable is it to get on a call with a person to sell your program, as opposed to just sending them to a random page on the internet where there's no sort of personality or warmth to it? It really does make 100%, you know, of a difference to be able to get on a call. And for this, you're going to need a system. You're going to need a booking a call system. This is on the tech platform as well. You're also going to need a CRM to collect the leads, manage the data. You're going to have an online calendar within the tech platform where the client can actually book a time slot with you, and then receive a sequence of emails that are also very valuable, nourish them, and let them know to show up to the call, because the show up rate of people who book a call is very low. Okay. So you want to send your clients reminders to actually show up, the value of showing up. Okay. So these are like push to show emails. And you want to have this system set up by way of a funnel. Everything is a funnel in order to maximize your success with this. Okay. And so sales calls are really incredible and can make a huge difference in your business. Okay. So again, if you want to scale, leverage, and grow and make a greater impact in your business, you have to continuously generate fresh leads and build your community. So, you know, you can say, I have so-and-so members, I have so-and-so many members in my community, but eventually those members kind of get a little bit stale and old. And it's a terrible thing to say, but if they haven't taken action already and you've been showing up, putting out content, nourishing your audience, giving out recipes, that's fantastic. But if you've had clients in there for, like, you know, a few months already, they've been seeing your stuff but haven't taken action, chances are those people aren't going to enroll into your program. And so you need to have these fresh leads all the time, generating new people into your community on an ongoing basis. So it's a continuous flow of fresh leads, fresh traffic into your system. And so you want to bring this targeted traffic into your world, build your relationships with them, build up a supportive community, show up as the authority figure, constantly provide value to your audience, and then offer them the solution, which is your online signature program. Okay. And then get them onto a sales call and, hey, you know, Kathy, I want to help you with this. I want to help you with your issue. So you see how there are many parts, and it can get overwhelming. But once you build it out once and you have the proper structure and system and plan in place, it's amazing. It makes a world of a difference. So to recap, what you want to do in order to really leverage, scale, and grow your practice is get clear about the foundations of your business, as we spoke about. Develop your system or methodology to transform lives. This is your online signature program. You want to build out your sales funnels, one for your calls, maybe one for your webinar, one for your lead magnet, your free piece of information. And, you know, at the beginning, you only have to have one of each. Don't stress yourself about having like 20 different funnels. But it is interesting. Like for my business, I know that I have people in my program who suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, but they all suffer in different ways. So what I did is I created streams, and therefore I have 5 different lead magnets: IBS diarrhea, IBS constipation, IBS stress, IBS gas and bloating, and IBS anxiety, I think it is, or alternating bowel movements. And then the stress one was the anxiety. So I have 5 different lead magnets in order to really address everyone's issues. Because if I only had the constipation one and someone was coming with diarrhea, she's not going to appreciate the constipation one, right? So that's the beauty of a sales funnel, though. You just create it once and then you can just duplicate it and just modify it, okay? And I know that sounds a little complicated right now, but it really is a system that you can replicate once you have everything in place properly. And then, of course, you want to master the art of the sales and discovery call to be able to speak to your ideal clients, nourish them, empathize with them, what they're going through, and be able to offer your solution. And then, of course, you want to continually generate fresh and new leads into your world by way of, there are different ways. There are different ways to do that. You can run Facebook ads. You can create amazing content. You can have SEO optimized blog posts and blog articles. You can show up live and then pitch your sale at the end. Pitch your call, at the end. Lots and lots of different ways to do this. The sky's the limit. That's why it's really nice to have. It's fun. When you start running your business this way, it's really a lot of fun. You can get creative. You can think about new ideas and new products that you want to put out. It really is fun. So how do you do all of this? So along the road, as I told you, I, along with my partner, Gabby, my business partner, we created the Bridging the Gap system because we saw the struggles that we went through ourselves, and we don't want health practitioners to have to go through this struggle because it really sucks. And it really is a huge leakage of time and money and energy. And I don't want you to go through that. If someone gave this to me a long time ago and said, here you go, this is how you do it. Here are all the templates that you need. Here are all the pages that you need. Here's all the strategy. This is what you need to do step by step. Just follow the plan step by step. Don't modify anything. It's already foolproof. Here you go. I would have been like, OMG, amazing. But it didn't happen. So we developed it ourselves. And so this is going to give you the proven strategy roadmap within the different parts of the BTG system. And who is it designed for? So it's really designed for the health and wellness practitioner who wants to make a strong impact, make themselves known in the world, who want to be known for their area of speciality. So if it were for me, I want to be known for helping people with IBS. If it's you, maybe you want to be known for helping women with hot flashes during menopause. You want to make a strong impact and reach far. And once you're on the internet, you can reach the entire globe, which is amazing. You can reach the whole world. So the sky is really the limit. You want to have an online presence. You want your stuff online, your website pages, your landing pages, your course area, membership area. You want it to look good, right? You want it to look professional, because this is what your client is going to be judging you on. If a stranger, a potential ideal client, shows up for a webinar and sees that your stuff looks like crap, you lose credibility. They're going to be like, oh, this person can't even put together a proper landing page. I'm not going to sign up for their program. It's probably going to be crap. Okay. You want something that's functional, and functionality is really important, because in the past, when I built on WordPress, I had a lot of broken pages, broken links, and that also really looks bad. You have like a few seconds. You have one time to make a good impression. What's that ad? I think it was an ad for soap or something in the 80s, but you have a really short time to make a first impression. And if you screw it up, that's not good. So in the past, I've had landing pages where the person would sign up and never actually get the lead magnet that they signed up for, or it wouldn't direct them to the thank you page, which is the next step in the funnel, or all kinds of things would be messed up, or they'd get wrong emails. I don't know. So many things can go wrong. So you want to make sure that your stuff looks good and functions well and comes up and shows up as professional. And you want to have a smooth and easy and automated process for all of this, okay? So I want to show you, this is the Bridging the Gap Academy. So within the Bridging the Gap system that we put together, we have 3 parts. And the reason we have 3 parts is because these are the parts that we saw that we struggled with so much. So we wanted to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. These are the things that you need in order to get over that bridge and get to the place where you want to be. And we also saw health practitioners, peers, colleagues struggling with the same thing. So we did a lot of research before creating this to see where the holes were and what people actually needed. So the Academy is really wonderful. It's the complete A to Z process that guides you through the fundamental steps required to create your online practice, develop your signature program. So what we do in the Academy, it's mostly me teaching. Gabby teaches some of the tech as well. We go through training in mindset and financial success. And we pretty much start with that. So we get your mindset in the right order as a health practitioner. We go through any mindset blocks that you have towards earning income and finances. We get into the abundance mindset. We also instruct you on how to choose your ideal client, get your problem that you solve in order. What are the people suffering from? What are the pain points? How to even go through what I have this amazing thing that I've developed. It's called a goal document. And what I did was I went into my group of the 20,000 members and I started to really record in writing, literally cut and paste their words, what they were suffering from. And this is a beautiful document. It's probably about 40 pages right now. where I understand what it is that they're saying because I have their exact words, and I can use this in my marketing copy in order to let them know and communicate that I really understand what you're going through because you said it yourself. And you don't tell them that, but anyway, all kinds of little tricks like this. And the Academy is really sequential. So it really takes you from A to Z. So what you need first, second, third, fourth. You can't build a lead magnet until you have your online program ready, right? Most people will go and build their lead magnets before they have an online program ready. So all the steps. We teach you marketing, sales techniques, how to grow and scale for financial freedom. We help to provide you in terms of staying accountable. We give you beautiful, stunning, ready-made templates. All of our templates are designed for the health professional in mind with marketing prompts, exactly what you need to say. So this is really idiot-proof in a way. You just take it and hit the ground running. That's the idea. So everything you could possibly need. We've pre-written out the emails that you need. You just need to modify them a bit. We've pre-written out the copy. We've pre-written out all of these beautiful social media, Instagram templates, Facebook ad templates, like everything, literally everything you could need is included in the Academy. So you just have to hit the ground running. It's all in there. I've given you a webinar slide deck to use within Google Slides. So you just need to fill in the blanks, literally. And the webinar it's like a sales webinar. It's, of course, has value, but it shows you how you need to sort of build your argument so that the person says yes at the end. I've given you a blank slide template for your online course. So, it's all templated out. I don't even remember what I did in there, but it really guides you step by step, slide by slide of what to put in this slide, what to put in slide number 2. Everything is there. And so that's the Academy. This is the tech platform. This is really amazing. So it's a 6-in-1 software built for the health practitioner, gives you every single thing you need in order to build a systematized practice, okay? And you will not be pulling out your hair with this tech platform as we did with the million other tech platforms that we used, and it was awful. So we had like Active Campaign for our emails, we had Acuity for our scheduling, we had a CRM system, we had WordPress, we had ClickFunnels. I mean, we had every little thing in every little area. And when these things don't communicate with each other, it's not good. It's not a smooth experience, okay? So this is where you can really house your online course, create those sales funnels, build out those lead magnet pages, build out your website pages, host your blog, have your payment processing all happening here, your checkout pages, your thank you pages. You can have a storefront. You can sell supplements if you want. You can sell different courses. You can sell exercise courses. You can put together meal plans and sell them as like a little bundle for $27. You have your calendar and appointment booking system. You have your CRM to hold all of your clients. You have your email and marketing system, so you can send out those automated emails. You have your course and membership area. The sky is the limit. You can build as many courses as you want. Now, what's really beautiful is the cost of this. Okay, so I've kind of gone over that. So really what I like to say is the Academy and the tech platform, I've built them out so that they really go hand in hand. So the Academy is kind of the theoretical learning part, but it's also very actionable. And I don't believe in learning theory and just letting it settle, because many people will buy an online course, you might have seen this in the past, and literally let it collect dust and not do anything with it. This is the exact opposite of what I wanted to accomplish with this. The Academy is, we're teaching you exactly what you need to do. And then at the same time, you're heading over to the tech platform and you're implementing. So this is what you want your webinar to be structured like. This is what you want to get across when you run your webinar. You want to teach them this. This is the way you want to pitch at the end of the webinar. And you go into your slide deck for the webinar and it's all templated out step by step. Okay, let's put the content in. So you have your webinar right away. This is how you want to build out your online course. Structure your modules, structure your lessons. This is the theory. Okay, let's go. I've given you templates. You have homework sheets, fillable PDF, blank handout things that you can print. Like everything is there. You've got videos, PDFs. There's nothing you don't have. Okay, so they really go hand in hand because it really is about theoretical and practical application. By the end of between 6 to 12 months, we've had practitioners do it in 6 months, and then practitioners take the 12 months. Between 6 to 12 months, you can have your business up and running if you are a good student, if you are applying yourself, if you're dedicated and you really want to get this done and you're not joking around, if you're serious, you want to get this done, here on a silver platter, all of the tools, take it and go get it done. Okay, no excuses. And in the gold level of the program, we actually are there for you and calling out your BS and really helping you to get it done, because it's easy to fall off the wagon with this, because it can feel like a little bit of a lot of things to do, but we help to keep you accountable. So this is Charlotte. So Gabby is an amazing practitioner. She also teaches at CNM, which is the College of Naturopathic Medicine in the UK. And this is Charlotte. Charlotte came up to her like a little mouse, nervous. She was a new student, didn't know what to do. And here is her testimonial after working with us in Bridging the Gap. She has our academy and tech platform. She was really able to build out her online program and start generating leads and getting clients into her world. Okay. So I think I speak too fast. So okay, so let's just move into what we did was we wanted to look at what was out there, and we know very well what's out there because we used a million different platforms, but we wanted to create the best platform, and the best platform for health practitioners, specifically customized towards health practitioners. So if you're looking out there, you can see that Kartra or Kajabi is going to cost you $300 a month, Squarespace $39 a month, ClickFunnels about $300 a month at the top level, WordPress. So all of Shopify if you want to have an online store. So if you look here, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but if you look on the left, these are all of the features that you get within the tech platform. If you are looking at, replacing it, at the end of the day, you'll be spending over 1,000 US dollars a month. So we do have it in pounds as well, in British pounds, if you're wondering why, because we work with a lot of health practitioners in the UK, because Gabby is very influential in the UK. So you're going to be spending over $1,000 US dollars a month. But if you go with Bridging the Gap, you're going to be spending 73 US dollars a month for everything that you need. Okay. So I'll go a little bit deeper into this. So what I wanted to do, okay, so hang on. So let's look at the 3 tiers. So we do have 3 tiers of our program. What I wanted to offer today was the silver level, because I think it's great depending on what level of health practitionership you're in right now. So the bronze level is just the tech platform on its own. It's $83 a month, which is 68 pounds, in case you were wondering, a month. And then we have the silver level platform, and then we have the gold. The difference is with the bronze, you only get the tech platform, which is fine. If you know all the strategy of how to do things, which most practitioners don't because there's too much, then you would just go with the tech platform. If you say, I could really use some strategy, I could really use the academy and understand how I'm going to do all of this so I don't mess up and I don't try to do things by myself and fail. And, I've had many failed launches in the past. It doesn't feel good. And, me specifically, I remember running a detox program and it failed. And I put so much money into Facebook ads and I couldn't get myself up again for months. So I wish that I had some sort of strategy like the academy to show me, like to help pick me up again, help me keep me accountable, have a community. Also, you get a community of members going through the same thing, of health practitioners. We like to buddy people up with each other so they can help and support each other. So with the silver, you get the tech platform and the academy. And with the gold, you get the tech platform, academy, and you get customized business coaching for 12 months. So you literally get us holding your hand, looking over your stuff. And keep in mind, with the silver membership as well, we also have weekly live coaching calls. So you can bring your questions, you can submit your questions in advance in like a spreadsheet, and we'll address your questions. We do hot seats. We do a lot to support our practitioners, and everyone kind of learns from each other. So it is possible. We've done it before. Many health practitioners we've helped have done it before. It is possible for you too. You've spent 5 to 7 years learning how to be a health practitioner, and don't let that go to waste. The world needs you. And I'm sure you don't want to go get, another career or another job that doesn't fulfill you and that doesn't make you happy. So please don't let your health practitioner education go to waste. We're put on this planet to help people. So take advantage of that and make it happen. And so, you have a bit of a choice here. You can continue, you can take the easy road and get the strategy and the tools that you need. Or you can continue to delay your success and try fiddling around with everything yourself. And maybe it will work and maybe it won't work. For me, it was constantly signing up for people's lead magnets and webinars. And I was like an information hoarder and collector of information. But the problem with me was I would get excited about everything. So like I'd listen to an Amy Porterfield podcast. Okay, you need a 3-part video series. Oh my God, I do? Okay, I'm going to put together a 3-part video series. Oh, you need this. Oh, exciting. So I would like half do it and leave it behind on my computer. I'd have half done things. Oh my God, I need to do this exciting thing. Okay, cool. Start it again. Nothing would get done. I had half done everything's. We don't let you get half done anything's inside the academy. It's like start to finish. You complete this task until you go on to the next task, because it all follows each other in sequential order. So continuing to delay your success kind of looks like that scatterbrain thing that we do. And we're passionate, so it's understandable, but we need to keep focused. So that's the idea. So this is exactly what you heard today, the steps that you need in order to scale and leverage your natural health practice without adding more hours to your schedule. And I want to give you a gift today. So this is your free valuable gift. It really is amazing. It's pretty long. It's a fillable PDF, so you can actually fill it out on the computer, or you can print it out. I like having things in print. It's a little booklet that you can keep for yourself and really go through the foundations that you need to put together, looking at where you're getting stuck, looking at where your why is. Why are you doing this? Is it because you want more time freedom to be able to spend more time with your kids and practice your passion at the same time? Is it because you want to be able to take lavish, expensive vacations? Is it, and there's no shame in that. Is it because you want to get a cleaning lady because you're tired of folding your own damn laundry? Is it because you want to get like a chef or pre-made food so that you don't have to worry about 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, 21 meals a week? Holy moly. Do you want your life to be more comfortable and easier? And that's okay. There's no shame in wanting to do that. And of course, at the base of it all is you want to help people transform their life and transform your health, which is the most amazing work ever. So I do want to put this link somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where I can put it for them. Will it be maybe under the replay?
We can put it in the comments. Yeah, that way everybody can just get it in the comments.
Okay, so I'll send it over to Brittany right away when we're done. She'll put it under. You just go in and you just put in your name and email address, and you can download and get the free guide. Perfect. So yeah, see you on the inside. And if you want more information about the special offer, I have a special landing page that I've developed. So yeah, the special offer, I didn't even tell you. So if you sign up within the next, I made it until Monday so you can have the weekend to think about it. If you sign up for the silver membership, okay? If you sign up for the silver level and you get all of that tech stuff and all of the academy stuff by Monday, then I want to give you the tech platform for free, 100% for free. You get the free tech platform for the first month, so you can really try it out, try it on for size, see how you like it, and we'll be there to help you and support you with our tech team. So that's my offer. So I have a special landing page for that offer specifically, and yeah, I can give that landing page over to Brittany as well. So let me just show you what everything looks like really quick.
Well, yeah, we can post that in the comments as well.
Yeah. So this is to collect your free gift for everyone who showed up today. It's the 5 pillars to a successful health practice. You just put in your name and email address. You get your guide. Of course, this is a funnel, so you'll see how a funnel works within our platform. You'll get the thank you page right after, where you can even download the guide right there. And then you'll begin to get a series of emails in your inbox. So for like, I don't know, over the period of 7 days, you'll get some nourishing emails. You get to know us a little bit better. And this is the exclusive webinar offer that we've put together. This is also a funnel. Here is like a little timer, knowing that you have until Monday to secure the plan. It's the silver plan. I think the silver plan is the best, so I wanted to make the promotion around the silver, because you get the academy and the tech platform together. You get the tech platform for free, and this is all you get. Like, it gets really technical in here. So hosting is included, by the way. You can have your own custom domain, and I'll talk about this a little bit more in the next talk that I give, which is just on the tech platform. And then this is the competitors, a bit on the competitors, and then a bit on the tech platform and academy, and a little countdown timer. So these are all things, by the way, we're using the actual platform. We're using our own platform. So this is what it looks like. You know, it looks good. It looks good. It looks professional. You can modify anything you want. The sky's the limit. And it's also mobile responsive, which is huge, because so many people are scrolling on their iPads or phones these days more than sitting on their desktops. So that's the end of my talk today. Thank you so much for listening to me. And if you have any questions, if any questions came in, I'm so glad to just stay here and answer.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Desiree. That was amazing. And what a value I know how much, like, I just paid just for Calendly again for the year last week. And, that was $100 something just in itself. And then WordPress that I pay every year and all these things, I mean, definitely add up. And my stuff doesn't even work as cool as that. So I already told you I'm kicking myself for not knowing about this sooner. But for those of you who are, especially if you're new or if you're looking to transition anyways onto, different platform or redo your program, anything like that, you guys, this is a killer deal and it looks amazing. Just the professionalism of everything and getting all those templates. Like, I can't even tell you how many times, you guys, like, I have like wanted to pull out my hair, been in tears, like with all the tech and all these issues and funnels and all these things that I'm like, I'm over here and I'm like, I just want to coach people and help people. And why am I doing all of these things? Like this is just so amazing, you guys, like so amazing. So check it out. That is a great deal she's offering you as well. Like, holy moly, what an awesome free whole month of the tech platform. That is super great. So make sure you get that. I will drop all of this down in the comments below. I will make sure that this is posted in the announcements as well. If you're watching the replay, drop us the hashtag replay. I do have one question for you, Desiree. This question is for Marcy. This is from earlier when you were talking about the online program. And she says, I guess I struggle with the online program. How can I sell something if I don't know if it works? I know you're going to have a good answer for this.
How can I sell something? Okay. So first of all, I would ask Marcy, have you actually run any of your clients through this? Right? Have you run any of your individual clients through this? And we have a section within the Academy where we teach you step by step how to beta test your program. So how to, give it at a lower price or give it away to people for free, but to the right people, and actually mark and monitor your feedback that you're getting from people, how to collect the data, how to make sure they're going through the program, how to make sure they're getting results, where they're stuck. So you check in with them like every week and say, how did module 1 go for you? How did lesson 3 go for you? And you're constantly checking and getting feedback and tweaking along the way. So I really suggest to you guys, it's okay if you have several iterations of your online program. And I was stuck with this too. I thought I had to do it once and I would use this one thing forever and ever. But it's not true. And that's why it's so nice to be in control of your online platform, because I've had situations where I've hired the tech out. I've outsourced the tech out to people before I knew how to do it myself. And I'd be like, excuse me, can you just like modify this one thing? And then they'd get back to me 2 days later. And it's so frustrating. So here, it's an easy drag and drop builder. You have full control. So if you see that module 1, lesson 2 is really not working and the client is not resonating with module 1, lesson 2, you go in and you take her feedback and change module 1, lesson 2. So there can be many iterations of your program. So don't be afraid of that. So it doesn't have to be perfect before you release it. It can be really great. And you just go on with time and you modify and tweak, and it's only going to get better and better and better. Does that make sense? I hope it answered the question.
Yeah, absolutely, Desiree. Like for me personally, Marcy, like I did my program, right? Like I built my program based off my own personal experience. So I was my first case study. And then I did exactly what Desiree talked about. I offered a beta, right? And I had a few people pay low ticket, for this offer and go through my program to give me feedback, just a few people. And that way, and then you get testimonials and you have some results and that it works. And it changes throughout time. Like I'm getting ready to relaunch my program again. This is number 4 or 5, and each time I have a cohort go through it, I tweak it and I change it. It's forever improving, right? Because I take all this feedback and, the things that they're telling me. And so I make changes accordingly to make it, as smooth as possible and as valuable as possible for, the client. So, if you're your first person to go through your program, that's great. If not, if this is something you've just created, definitely, get some beta testers. And if you need help with that, do this. She's giving you the whole thing. She lays it out all for you, how to get those beta testers and stuff. So
we have a whole section dedicated to beta testing because it's so important. These are the taste testers, they're eating the appetizers here. And you want to get good beta testers, because we've had beta testers who don't do the work. We give it for free and then they don't do the thing. So you're not
I've
getting
had
any
that.
feedback.
Yep. I had a few of those when I offered my program. I literally like gave it to my best friend. She's like, I really need it. I need it. I'm like, okay, here you go. It's free. Did she ever do it? Nope. Does she
Here's the
still call
secret.
me and complain about her weight, about like all these issues that yes, she does. And I
Yeah.
told her now, I said, well, you don't get the new program anymore. Like, you have to pay me. You're going to have to pay me because I gave it to you for free. You didn't value it because it was for free. And so now if you want it, you got to pay.
Yeah. And you know what? Contrary to popular belief, the more someone pays for something, the higher priced it is, the more invested they are, the more accountable they'll be, the more motivated they'll be, and they'll be more likely to complete and follow through.
100%.
So actually, we're doing them a service to charge them for the program because they're going to follow through with it. What's really nice about the online signature program that we put together is we're very careful and meticulous in everything that we do. We're both type A personality, perfectionists. Oh my God, like crazy. We've made sure to build out the online course platform structure. So all you have to do is go literally upload your modules and lessons. The structure is all there for you. We have quizzes. We have, I don't even know what it's called. It's the celebration thing where someone completes a module and then like the whole celebration happens. It's called gamification, okay? To get people like excited and motivated and staying on course. But anyway, my point is that we built it out in a funnel structure. So what you're able to see is who's doing the work, who didn't complete module 1, what percentage of people are clicking on this page. You get full metrics and analytics in the back end to see what's working and not. So even if you're not getting their feedback, you're seeing patterns in what's working and what's not. It's really amazing.
That sounds awesome. It is so important to be able to keep track of your client's progress, right? Because, same with my course, I'm on a different platform. Unfortunately, I switched everything over before finding out about this, but it tells you, and that way when your clients are like, oh, well, I'm not getting result. Well, did you watch the module? Did you do the module? Oh, no, I see right here. You didn't do the module. You lied to me. You didn't do it. This is why we are having this problem right now.
Yes.
So let's watch this because I answer your question, in here. And so that's super important to be able to, do that. And I just so resonate with what you said. I wanted to say this earlier when you were talking about the fork in the road and you have 2 choices. And as a new entrepreneur, oh my gosh, was I guilty of shiny object syndrome. I don't even know how many free ebooks I have saved on my laptop from, how to build your Amy Porterfield, building your email list. And then, that she talks about that all the time. And she's doing this $37 thing right now. And I still listen to her podcast, but then I'm listening to another lady today and she's like, you don't need an email list to build your business. And I'm like, so that can be so overwhelming as a new entrepreneur. So having that structure, having everything laid out for you, having all the systems put in place, like what a blessing and an amazing opportunity that is for someone, especially a newbie coming in, to the field. Let me tell you guys, like, it's overwhelming. We just want to come and we want to serve and we want to help people. We want to coach people. And we have these like grandiose ideas of, oh, I'm just going to like make everybody feel as great as I feel because I'm healthy now. And it's a lot of work, you guys. There's so much that goes into creating and having a successful online business. So having something that is wrapped up for you, literally just like, here you go, here's your business.
Yes,
like,
it's a business in a box.
Take advantage of this, you guys. Like, take advantage of this because so much of what Desiree talks about, I resonate with. The last 2 years since starting my business, all the tech, all the things, like the funnels and this and that. I mean, it is a lot for one person to deal with. And when you're not at a stage yet where you can hire a VA, where you can, like you're doing all of this on your own. You're your copywriter, you're your marketer, you're your appointment setter, you're all of these things. So make it easier for yourself, you guys. Like seriously, like learn from our mistakes. Like make it easier for yourself because this is I mean, this is just an amazing platform and an amazing opportunity. I'm so glad. Thank you so much, Desiree, for
Thank you.
wanting to, partner with us and just allowing, we want to share this with you guys because we want you all to be successful. We really want you to all have thriving health businesses so that we can make a bigger impact and we can help more people because it's so needed right now. So needed right now.
100%. 100%. Any more questions?
I think that was it.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye out, you guys. Like I said, I will post that stuff in the comments. And just thank you so much again, Desiree, for your time.
Thank you.
You will be back. We are coming back next Tuesday.
Next week, yeah, for the
Yep.
Yeah.
For the next one, when that will be all about the tech platform, right?
Yeah, it's the 8 tech non-negotiables that every business must have. Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
And I'll be talking about the affiliate program next time too, which is, as health practitioners, you can also tell your peers about it and earn a pretty nice chunk of income for yourself too, just by sharing the tech platform. But I'll tell you more about that next week.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Desiree.
Thank
have a great rest of the week. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Have a good night. Take care.